अरिहंत सिद्ध सुर उपाध्याय साधु सर्व अर्थ के प्रकाशी मांगलिक उपकारी है। तीन को स्वरूप जानी रागते भई जो भक्ति काय को नमाए स्तुति को उच्चारी है। धन्य धन्य तुम्हें से काज सब आज भयो कर जोरी बारंबार वंदना हमारी है। मंगल कल्याण सुख ऐसो हम चाहते हो मेरी ऐसी दशा जैसी तुम धारी है। हो मेरी ऐसी दशा जैसी तुम धारी है। So today we are going to start with Kal Chakra, the wheel of time in the context of Jain philosophy. So among the six substances, time is also a substance, and time is responsible for any action happening in any of the other substances. Okay. The characteristics of time substance is Vartana Hetutva. Vartana Hetutva means if any other substance is transforming, then time acts as an instrumental cause. Okay. Like Dharmastikai, that is medium of motion, acts as an instrumental cause for movement of soul and matter substance, right? Similarly, the medium of rest acts as an instrumental cause when soul and matter wants to stop at any place, right? Similarly, time is an instrumental cause when any of the other substance is transforming, and each and every substance transforms every moment by default, right? It is in the system only, it is their structure only. So time plays a very important part, acting as an instrumental cause, not a doer cause, but only an instrumental cause. Okay, that means if any of the other substance is transforming, then it acts as an instrumental cause. Okay, now we will read this. Initially there will be definition of time, then distinctions of time, different types of distinction, and then we come on to our main subject, which is the Utsarpini and Ausarpini Kal. Okay, that is the ascending and descending cycles of time. That is the main subject in this particular textbook. This textbook is written by Pandit Sanjeev Ji Goda. Unfortunately, he has to go from this earth very prematurely, we can say, maybe 2-3 years ago. And it was very sudden. He was very young, and he was the emerging scholar in Jain philosophy, in this true, in our path, So, but his dedication, and he has done a commentary on this, and I shared the lectures also, YouTube playlist, where there are 7 lectures on this particular topic. So you can catch up on those also. So you will have a very clear understanding of this. Next 2 weeks, we are not going to have classes. I'm going to Sikharji. So tomorrow is an extra class for us. And today and tomorrow put together, we are going to finish this concept, wheel of time. Okay, Nai Chakra, Kal Chakra, not Nai Chakra, but Kal Chakra. Okay. So today and tomorrow we are going to finish this, and then 2 weeks we are not going to have class. Tomorrow I am going to give you homework for LCPA. Okay. So LCPA has a question based on Kal Chakra. Okay. So we are taking this as a first topic. Then subsequently we move on to Anekan Syadvad and Saptabhangi. Okay. That is after I come back from Sikharji. That is what we are going to do. Okay. Okay, so we had a very fair introduction about the time substance. Now we will read from the scripture. I'll make you a co-host. Everyone, have you have received the books? Not everyone, but whomever I have sent. So how many of you have received? Himali has received. Who else?
Sir, even I have received, but I forgot to mention, sir. Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Two
Sorry,
people
sir.
have received. Rekha, you have received?
Yes, sir.
Soumya?
I have also received, sir.
Okay, three. Then Soumya, you have the original textbook.
No, sir, we didn't receive.
Okay. Then who else was there? I think all of you who are present here have received. Three of you have received,
Sir,
and yeah.
sir, this is Roshni. I was going to look for the book online on Google Drive, but there's only Gujarati and Hindi. I'm not seeing the English version.
English version, they will be uploading in a few days, but I have shared in the
Okay.
group. I have shared in the
Okay.
group.
Oh, I
There,
didn't notice, but thank you.
yeah,
I'll take a
yeah,
look.
you can take a printout from there, and um, in the Google Drive, Hindi version would always be there.
Yeah.
So you can see
Yes.
from there also Google course material also. Okay.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
Amitaji, you start reading. Hemali, you can share the screen. I make you a host. I made you a host. You are on mute.
I'm not on mute, sir, but I don't have the book. I have the Hindi version.
Okay, but Hemali is sharing on the screen.
Sir, but you
Thank-
haven't sent it.
I have not sent it.
No, sir. So we've got the
1 minute. Huh?
Yeah, sir, I'm checking on the WhatsApp our class group. I'm not seeing a copy.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. I didn't
No,
send.
no problems.
Let me see, where it is. Kal Chakra. So I have sent across right now. So Amitaji, you have to also take a printout of the English version. Or you can manage with Hindi also, no problem.
Okay, thank you.
Just a minute. Himali will be sharing the screen. Okay, Madhuji, you start reading. You have the physical book with you.
Yeah,
Awaaz nahi
yeah.
karo bhaiya.
Sir, it's on page 12, na, sir?
Page 6.
Oh.
The wheel of time in the context of Jain philosophy, concept of Kal.
Yes, sir. But, acha, the wheel of time, the context, yes. Sorry. Switch, the wheel of time in the context of Jain philosophy, situated on each and every pradesha, spatial unit of the
No. Page number 6. Which page you are looking at? After the index.
Sir, I can start reading.
Yeah.
Oh, you can share. You
Yeah,
can share.
sorry.
I made you a co-host.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Madhuji. Concept of
Yes.
Kal, from there you have to start.
Right. Sir. The wheel of time in the context of Jain philosophy. Concept of Kal, time. Kala is a very commonly used word. Its usage occurs in various meanings. Here, while discussing the substance Kal in the context of Jain philosophy, we shall present a detailed exposition of the six-phased cycle of time. Although besides the Nyaya, Vaisesika, Buddhist, Sankhya, Yoga, and other Indian philosophies. Western philosophers, too, have accepted time in one form or another. Yet, the subtle and extensive analysis that Jain philosophers that Jain philosophers have done is difficult to find elsewhere. According to Jain philosophy, what is the nature of Kal? How many types and subtypes does it have? How does the cycle of time in the forms of Avsarpini and Utsarpini continue to change? In which regions does which kind of time prevail? Along with the diversity of the height, lifespan, etc. of humans and others in the different time periods, the special situations of those periods, the Bhog Bhumi, Karma Bhumi, the nature of the Kalpa Vriksha, the Kulkara system, the Salaka Purush, such as the Yuga Pravartaka, Tirthankar, and Chakravartin, the Kalki and Ardhakalki who attempt to destroy the religion. The form, the form of cosmic dissolution, the recreation of the universe, the the peculiarities of the Hunda Avsarpini period. Many such important topics have been presented here in an interesting manner. In the end, while seeking proper solutions to various inquiries, an inspiration has been given to turn one's vision towards one's own nature. This alone is to be adopted. The expression Kal Chakra is a compound of two words. Kal means time and Chakra means change. In this way, the change or rotation of time is the Kal Chakra, that is time cycle. Here, we are first discussing time, and then we shall discuss change in detail later in the form of the Avsarpini, descending time cycle, and Upsarpini, ascending time cycle. Definition: nature of time. According to Jain philosophy, the universe consists of six dravyas, that is, substances. Among these six substances, time, Kal, is also dravya, which is an independent entity. Various texts describe the nature of time as follows. 1. Time is substance that is devoid of touch, taste, smell, and color. It possesses the quality of non lightness and non heaviness. Aguru Lagatva Gun, and is characterized by the function of modification, Vartana Lakshana. Second, Jivadi Dravanam Parivartana Karanam have Kalo. That is, time is the cause of the transformation of living, etc. substances. Third, Vartana Parinamakriya.
You can skip those. You can skip those.
Okay, sir. Okay. That is, transformation, result, action, relativity, and non relativity are attributes of time. The Kalanu time atoms, which are innumerable substances, are distinctly situated on each and every Pradesha spatial unit of the Lokakash like studded jewels. 5. Every substance always behaves in its own nature. This behavior cannot happen without any external cooperating cause. Hence, the cooperating cause that makes them behave in the form of the behavior characteristic in which it is found is called time. All substances operate, that is, change and transform, based on time. 6. Time is Anadi Nidhana, beginningless and endless, and operation, change, that is transform, is considered its characteristic. It is equivalent to extremely subtle atoms, and being countless, it fills the entire cosmic space. It has the capacity to bring about the transformation of infinite substances. Thus, although it is itself countless, it supports in the transformation of infinite substances. Just as in the six substances, that is Ravya, the Dharmastika is instrumental in the movement of Jiva, Pudgal, etc. And the Adharmastika is instrumental in their stability, the Akash of Jiva, Pudgal, etc. And the Adharmastika is instrumental of the stability, the Akash substance performs the function of providing Avagana support to all substances. Similarly, The time substance is instrumental in the operation or transformation or change of all substances. The space of the universe contains innumerable pradeshas, spatial units, because one Kalanu time unit is situated upon each pradesha. The substance of time is also innumerable. All Kalanus are different from one another, independent and single Pradesh entities. Since the substance of time is single Pradesha, it is not included among the Astikayas, extended substances. In the Jin Agam, those substances that are multi-Pradesha are called Astikay. Therefore, excluding time, the remaining 5 substances are called Astikay. It cannot be considered a singular indivisible substance that is universally pervasive like Dharmastikai and Adharmastikai because without considering it as multiple substances, the distinction of time in different regions of the world are not possible. Time cannot be considered without recognizing its various substances in each region. The difference in time is evidenced by this fact that while it is day in Bharat, Aravat region, it is night in the Videsha region. The continuous circumambulation of Mount Sumeru by the sun and moon in the human realm establishes the division of time, that is, the arrangement of day and night. In the human realm, outside the and a half islands, Dweep, there is no change between day and night. There is always a uniform condition. This is why Acharya Hari Bhadra Suri considers the substance of time to exist only in the human realm. He states, that is, meaning that outside the human realm, there is no substance of time. The Jambu Dweep, Dhata, Dhatikanda, and Aradhra Pushkara Dweep are the Dhai Dweeps where humans are found. Thus, the transformation of function of the substance of time is observed only in these two and a half in these 2.5 islands, that is Dhai Dweep. Hence, the substance of time exists only in these 2.5 islands, that is Dhai Dweep. Jain philosophy is an Anekantvad philosophy when time is viewed as like scattered jewels, that is, the vastness of space, it is present throughout the universe. However, when time is viewed from the perspective of day and night, its essence can only be said to exist in the 2.5 islands, that is Dhai Dweep.
Stop.
Okay,
So we have seen 6 definitions of time. Okay. Coming back to the some corrections on the first page itself, page number 6, middle paragraph. In the end, while seeking proper solutions to various inquiries, okay, an inspiration has been given to turn one's vision towards one's own nature. Now, vision would be here belief. We could keep it as vision also, but belief would be an apt word, okay? So you can change it to belief. Then among the definitions, the third definition, relativity, it's let it be them same. Relativity means small and non-relativity means big. And then attributes would be instrumental cause. Okay, these are instrumental causes of time. Then there is some change in the fifth also. In the fifth definition, the cooperating cause, external cooperating cause would be instrumental cause. Okay, then I think we are good with all. Then coming back to the middle paragraph of page number 7, first, second, third, fourth, fifth line. Astikais. Then in the bracket it is written extended substance. So that would be multi-spatial units.
Sir, we have only till 6. Which one you are telling, sir?
In the middle of that page, after 6, leave one paragraph, then the next
Yes.
paragraph.
That is 7.
No, there is no point.
Acha.
It's just an explanation, but I want to correct, I want to do some corrections. That's why I'm asking.
Yes,
So
sir.
fifth line, there is a word in the bracket, extended substance.
Yeah, excellent. Yes, yes.
So that you cut and write multi-spatial units. Astika is means multi-spatial units. Okay, then we are all good. So we start with the first definition. So
Thank you.
the first definition itself is a definition from the real point of view. You can write it down. It is from the real point of view. So what it is says, time is a substance that is devoid of touch, taste, smell and color. So touch, taste, smell and color are the characteristics of matter substance. Okay. So time is a substance that is devoid. It possesses the quality of non-lightness and non-heaviness. So the word aguru lagu, a means no, non, guru means big, lagu means small. So non-bigness and non-smallness would be a correct word, but they have used it as non-lightness and non-heaviness. Okay. So you can write above that word or in the bracket, non-lightness would be smallness. A guru lagu. Chota nahi, bada nahi. Okay. So non-lightness and non-heaviness would be non-smallness, non-bigness. Okay. Small and big are the words for aguru lagu. Okay. And is characterized by the function of modification. And is characterized by the function of not modification but transformation. So these are subtle changes that I can make out just now only. Modification ki jagah transformation. Although it may mean modification, but here if we write transformation, then it suits the word vartana. Vartana. Vartana, that means one who is responsible for the changes. Okay. So time acts as an instrumental cause in the function of transformation. Okay. So it is characterized by the function of transformation. Vartana lakshana. Okay. So this is the definition of time from the real point of view. Time is the cause of transformation of living. That is very common. The third one, that is transformation result, action. So all these are, instrumental causes. So time acts as a transformation, instrumental cause. Result, instrumental called action, instrumental cause. Relativity and non-relativity. So relativity means small and non-relativity means big. These are all not attributes of time, but these are all instrumental cause of time. Okay. So time acts as an instrumental cause in the transformation, in the action, in the relativity, in the non-relativity. Okay. All these. The fourth definition, the kalanu, single time atom, which are innumerable substance, asankhyat, are distinctly situated on each and every pradesh, spatial unit of the lokakas like studded jewels. Okay. Ratno ki rashi. So one space, one ratna, one space, one ratna. So similarly, this time, the kalanu are, which are innumerable substance, are distinctly situated on each and every pradesh of the lokakash. Okay. So that's why in each and every spatial units of lokakash, there is transformation happening, because on each pradesh there is one time unit. Okay. So one kalanu is there. So that's why each and everywhere there is transformation happening. There cannot be any substance without transformation, and there cannot be any transformation without substance. Okay. All these are interconnected: substance, attributes, and modifications. Fifth definition: each substance always behaves in its own nature. That means it transforms in its own nature. This behavior, vartana, cannot happen without any external cooperating cause, that is instrumental cause. Hence, the cooperating cause, sahakari karan, that is nimit karan, that makes them behave in the form of the behavior characteristics in which it is found is called time. All substance operate, change, transform based on time. Sixth definition: time is eternal, anadi nidan, beginningless, endless, and operation, change, transform is considered its characteristics. It is equivalent to extremely subtle atoms, and being countless, it fills the entire cosmic space. It has the capacity to bring about the transformation of infinite substances. Thus, although it is itself countless, it supports in the transformation of infinite substances. So, time, week, fortnight, month, year are all these time from the conventional point of view. Okay. From the real point of view, we saw it in the very first definition, that was time from the real point of view, and all the other definition revolves around that only. So all these definitions will be considered as from real point of view. Okay. Just as the six substances, the dharmastika is instrumental, that all we have discussed already. The space of the universe contains innumerable pradesh. Because one Kalanu time unit is situated upon each pradesh, the substance of time is also innumerable. All Kalanus are different from one another, independent and single pradesh entities. Since these are single pradesh entities, this is not considered among the 5 astikais. Astikais means multi-spatial units. So those substances who have multi-spatial units are considered as astikai, but Kalanu is only one substance, one unit, one spatial unit substance. That's why it is not included in the astikai. Okay. So we have a scripture called Panchastikai, where all the 5 substances have been included, but time is not included because time is single substance. Okay. It's not multiple spatial units. It's a single spatial unit. So then there are differences in day time, night time, like Bharat, Eravat have day, night. At the same time, Videsh Kshetra have night time. Okay. So this continuous circumambulations. What do you mean by continuous circumambulation? Means revolving. Okay. Circumambulation is the act of walking around a sacred object or place as a ritual or religious practice. So we do pradikshina in Derasar, right? So similarly is this one. The continuous circumambulation of Mount Sumeru by the sun and moon in the human realm establishes the division of time. That is the arrangement of day and night. In the human realm, outside the 2.5 islands, Daidip, there is no change between day and night. There is always a uniform condition. That is why Acharya Haribhadra Suri considers the substance of time to exist only in the human realm. That means beyond 2.5 islands, time is not the substance that is available. Okay. When time is viewed as like a scattered gels, that is in the vastness of space, it is present throughout the universe. However, when time is used from the perspective of day and night, it is essentially can only be said to exist in the 2.5 islands. Okay. Now, distinctions of time. We are coming on to
So,
the distinctions of time. So there
so
would be distinctions from different parameters. So one would be conventional time, real time, Vyavhar Kal, Nischay Kal that we are going to discuss now. Then there the second parameter is various standards of conventional time. So that is exclusively for conventional time, not real time. Then third is counted, uncounted and infinite time. Sankhyat, Asankhyat and Anant Kal. Then fourth is past, present and future time. Then fifth is the ascending and descending cycles of time. Okay.
Sir,
So, yeah,
Himali ji has a question, I think.
yeah.
thank you, Roshanji. So I didn't understand this bit. This paragraph, it says that the space of the universe contains innumerable Pradesh, that I understood, and one Kalanu is situated upon each Pradesh,
Hmm.
and the substance of time is innumerable. But what do you mean by saying that all Kalanus are different from one another?
So one
Independent?
Kalanu is an independent substance.
Yeah.
Just as we have in matter, Pudgal, we
Hmm.
have one atom.
Hmm.
Smallest part of an matter substance is one atom. So that
Yes.
one atom is an independent substance.
Right.
Similarly, one Kalanu is an independent substance.
And it is on a Pradesh.
Yes, Pradesh is the space of time of Akash.
Okay. Then, sir, it says since the substances of time are single Pradesh, it is not included among Astikais. Sir, I know you explained, but sir, what are Astikais?
Astikai means those substances which have multiple spatial units, more than one. Okay.
So a lot of Pradeshas make Astika, is it?
Yes. So like Dharmastikai, Adharmastikai. So these are a lot of Pradesh coming together. Okay, multi-spatial units. They are all Asankhyat Pradeshi. But Kalanu is one Pradeshi. Okay.
Right.
So that is why it is not included in the Astikais.
Sir, but if a lot of Pradeshas come and make an Astika, then there'll be lots of Kalanus on top of them, no?
Samai.
Because
So
on every
Kalanu is there on every spatial units. So
Pradesh,
that's
yeah.
why every substance is transforming. Just because
Yeah.
there is a Kalanu present everywhere.
Right.
So one Kalanu is an independent substance. So there are innumerable Kalanu. One Kalanu on each spatial units.
Yeah. So there are innumerable Kalanus on Astikais also.
Now, Astikais are only 5 substances. Apart from time, we have 6 substances in total. So out
Sir.
of 6, only Kalanu is one Pradeshi.
Yes, sir.
Rest are all Astikais, multiple spatial units.
Okay, I understood. Okay.
Multi-spatial units. Good
Sir,
that,
I think I
yeah,
have a relation. So, it's one Kalanu is to one Pradesh. So that's a one-to-one relationship.
yes.
What about the relationship between Kalanu ki Sankhya or ये पुद्गल के परमाणु की संख्या? Is it also one-to-one?
No. Pudgal ke Parmanu, so they what we see is a skand only, right? We don't see a particular atom.
Yes.
We cannot comprehend it through our sensory and scriptural knowledge. Okay, Mati Shrudgyan can only see the skands. So in one skand there are infinite atoms. Okay,
Yeah.
so we cannot compare it in that sense, but in every spatial units there is one
Parmanu.
Kalanu present.
Okay. And one Parmanu too, right? एक क्षेत्र अवगाहन.
No, Parmanu can be there, cannot be there.
Oh, okay. I
Parmanu
thought,
is only related to matter substance. Okay.
yeah.
So in one Pradesh there would be Dharmastikai, Adharmastikai, there would be Akash, there would be Kal, there could be Jeev, There could be matter also, but it is not that it's always there. Yeah.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay. So we move on to distinctions of time. Himali, you read.
Distinctions of time. Time, being a substance, dravya, is characterized by origin, utpad, destruction, wear, and permanence, dhruvta. In it, the qualities and modes of substances, dravya, are found. Although time undergoes constant transformation leading to origination and destruction from the perspective of substance, it remains unchanged. Its form does not alter and it never becomes a time of change or a timeless form. Regardless of whether it is past, bhutkal, present, vartaman kal, or future, bhavishya kal, kal is a common experience. The continuous flowing substance of time has many distinctions based on various aspects, such as conventional time, vyavhar kal, real time, nishchay kal, past, present, future time, and ascending descending time cycles, utsarpini and avsarpini. The first one, conventional, which is vyavhar kal, and real time, which is nishchay kal. There are two distinctions of time, kal. Primary is the real, which is nishchay, and secondary, conventional, which is vyavhar. Of these, the conventional time arises with the support of real time, that which is characterized by the transformation, parinam, of other substances is called vyavhar kal, conventional time, whereas that which is itself endowed with the characteristics of modification, vartan lakshan, is nishchay kal, which is real time. Acharya Pujyapad states, Parmatha kalo vartana lakshana parinamadi laksho vyavhar kalaha, meaning that the real, which is pratham kal, is marked by the is marked by the attribute of modification, Vartana Lakshan, and the conventional, which is Vyavhar, time is characterized by transformation and other such attributes, which is Parinamadi Lakshan. The period during which Vyanjan Paryay, shape, mode of a substance, example, mode of human, celestial, etc., remains in its present form is called the conventional time. This time can be of various types, such as Samay, Avli, Swasovas, Nadis, etc., and is calculated based on the movement of the celestial bodies like the sun. Acharya Pujyapad also states similarly that Samay and Avli, like intervals, are classified as conventional time by the Jyotishi Dev. Acharya Alakna, Akalan Dev also attributes the cause of conventional time to the Jyotishi Dev. While explaining the realm of conventional time, Acharya Nemi Chandra writes that it exists in the human realm. In reality, conventional time, which is Vyavhar Kal, is connected with the movement of the sun, moon, and other celestial vehicles. All these vehicles move only within the human region, the 2.5 continents. Therefore, from this standpoint, conventional time operates only in the human domain. In all the continents and oceans outside the 2.5 continents, as well as throughout the upper and lower worlds, the measurement of time is made solely with reference to the human region. Acharya Kunkun states in Panchastikaya that time, moments, intervals, hours, day, night, months, seasons, solstice, and years are called conventional time due to their dependency on others. While describing the nature of real time, Acharya Kunkund writes that time is devoid of the five colors, five tastes, 8 touch qualities is neither neither heavy nor light, is formless, and has the characteristics of being in a state of flux. Acharya Amrit Chandra refers to the sequential forms of time as conventional time and the underlying substance as real time. Their main statement is Kramanupati Samay Samay Khaya Paryo Yo Vyavhara Kala Tad Adhara Bhutam Dravyam Nishchay Kala. Further, he states Nishchay Kalo Nitya Dravya Rupatvat Vyavhara Kalah Kasinaka Paryay Rutpadvad Iti. That is, the real, which is Nishchay time, is eternal, Nitya, because it is of the nature of substances, Dhavya while conventional, which is Vyavhar time, is momentary, which is Kasanika, because it is of the nature of modes, Paryay. On the basis of the aforesaid scripture, Agam, authorities, it can be said that Kalanu, time atoms endowed with the characteristics of modification, Vartan Lakshana, constitute the real time substance, Nishchay Kal Dravya, and that which serves as an instrumental cause, Nimit, in the transformation, Parinam, of the other substances is the conventional time, Vyavhar Kal. Moreover, while assigning aspects in the transformation of substances is referred to as real time, Nishchaykal, the hours, days, nights, and so forth are the conventional time, Vyavharkal.
Stop. So you
So this is
see,
very difficult to understand.
why? Very simple. Only two lines you remember. Conventional time is days, hours, months, year, and all that. Okay. And the real time is the Vartana Lakshana. Okay. The characteristics of transformation. Okay. So then it will be very simple. Okay. So that which is characterized, so we have seen conventional time and the real time. So real time was devoid of uh, touch, taste, smell and all. Okay, because those belong to, this is the first definition. The first definition is the real definition. Time is a substance that is devoid of touch, taste, smell and color. It possesses the quality of non-lightness and non-heaviness and is characterized by the function of transformation. So in simple word, the function of transformation is real time, and this hours, days, weeks, year, month, these are all conventional time. This is the essence of the whole conventional time and real time. Okay. Different references have been given to make you understand the same thing. Okay. You see this scripture also mentioned this Acharya also mentioned this. So it is almost all similar kind of references being given to convince us. Okay. The second category of distinction is various standards of conventional time. Okay. Now these are so subtle that just by looking at the calculations and all, we could just analyze how the omniscience knowledge would be. And the best part is that I am also having an attributes of omniscience in me. We all have these attributes of omniscience in us. Only thing is that it's just a matter of time that we manifest it. Okay. But as a power, as an attribute, we all have it. And in this one attribute of knowledge, you can see there are so many subtle descriptions that is being explained here, and that has been documented in scriptures. Okay. So everything, the main source is the divine sound of the Tirthankar, Divya Dwani. From there to Gandhar to Acharyas, and in that lineage, it has come to us in the form of scriptures. Okay. So all these references, Gomatsar, Jeev Khan, Lok Vibhab, are all ancient scriptures written 2000 years ago. Okay, from there all these explanations is being coming up. Okay, now we will see the various standards of conventional time. The various components given in Gomatsar, Jivkan and Lok Vibhag can be viewed as follows. Kal ka avibhagi ansh, indivisible unit of time, is called one samay. This is the lowest unit of time, one samay. Okay, there could not be any further division. Okay, now this one samay is so subtle, so subtle, so subtle that it is beyond our sensory and scriptural knowledge. Okay, only through omniscience knowledge we can track the smallest unit of time, that is one samay. Now asankhyat means innumerable samay, is equal to one avli. Then Sankyat Avli is equal to 1 Uchchavas. Now you can write it in your textbook. 1 Uchchavas is equal to 3/4 of a second. 3/4 of a second we can all relate to. Okay. So in 3/4 of a second, it is 1 Uchchavas. There is Sankyat Avli. And 1 Avli is Asankyat Samay. So you just can imagine that in the 3/4 second of a time, there are infinite Samay had passed. Now, how can you track a particular samay? And all the, passions, anger, pride, all these are happening in the modification. That modification is moving at such a breakneck speed, like, in 3/4 of a second, there has been infinite samay has gone. Okay. So literally it is not possible to track this time. What we are able to know is only a cluster of time units. Cluster of samay. Okay, then only we realize that, oh, I had an anger now, I had this pride passions in me, I had this deceit passions in me. Okay, I had this greed. All these manifestations are, we know what we know is only a cluster of samay. Single samay unit nobody can know. It is just known by the omniscience knowledge. Okay. So then the further explanations, one Murat is 48 minutes. Okay. Then 15 days, it's a fortnight. Then 15 days is 1 paks and 2 paks is equal to 1 month. And then 2 months is equal to 1 ritu. Then 3 ritu is 6 months. That is 1 ayan. And 1 ayan is 6 months. So 6 months into 2 is 1 varsh. So this is how we connect with our time that we use on a day-to-day basis. The various components indicating the duration of time have also been described by Acharya Yati Vrishab, and Acharya Amrit Chandra Dev has mentioned them as follows with slight variations in terminology. Now again so again here we come, 1 month is where we can connect right straight away, 30 Ahoratra. So 1 Ahoratra is 1 day. So 30 Ahoratra is 1 month, 2 months, 3 ritu, then all same, 1 varsh. Okay. The smallest indivisible unit of time is known as samay, which is described as the duration it takes for a particular of Pudgal to move from one space point to another space point. Okay. So 1 unit of time, that is samay, is the duration it takes for a particle of Pudgal to move from one space point to another space point. In Lok Vibhag, in Loka Vibhag, the time taken for one Parmanu to leap over another is referred to as Samay. Jain Acharyas have referred to a time span of 150 digits as Uttam Sankhyat Kal. Okay. Uttam means supreme, Sankhyat means numbered, Kal is time. And addresses with the term Achalatma. The discussion of time spans from 1 year to Achalatma has been elaborated by Acharya Yati Vrishab in Tilloi Panatti. So all these Acharyas have written down the scriptures because the knowledge has been passed on to them from some other Acharyas. And in this way, this text and all these units of time, so subtle, have all been documented in the scriptures. So Tillai Panoti, Acharya Yatri Vishab is the author of Tillai Panati. Then we are coming to the third, counted, uncounted, and infinite time. Okay. So the first few paragraphs are a bit confusing, but if you come to the fourth paragraph, first, second, third, fourth, okay, that is the conclusion, and that's the easiest meaning we can all comprehend easily. In conclusion, it may be said that whatever can be quantified through sensory based knowledge and scriptural knowledge. Cognition you cut down and write knowledge. Although cognition is also knowledge, but we use knowledge as a standard practice. Okay. So whatever is known through sensory and scriptural knowledge is numerable, Sankhyat, numerable, okay, Sankhyat time, Sankhyat Kal. Then whatever is known by clairvoyance and telepathy knowledge is called asankhyat, innumerable, okay. Then Anant, what is left is Anant. Beyond that, whatever can be known only through omniscience is infinite time. Okay. So we have counted, uncounted, infinite. Counted is numerable. Uncounted is innumerable. So counted would be comprehended by Mati Sudgyan. Uncounted would be comprehended by Audhi and Manaparya Gyan. And infinite time can be comprehended by Keval Gyan, omniscience type. Okay, omniscience knowledge. So this is, you can read it as a homework. I have given the conclusion. All more or less it explains the same thing. The fourth one, past, present, and future time. So what we are presently going on is our present time. What had already been past is the past time, and what is going to come is the future time. You can also, we can read this once, okay? No problem. Amitaji, you start reading. From the screen you have to.
The past, present, future. The conventional time, Vyavhar Kal, is also divided into three forms: past, Bhuta, present, Vartaman, and future, Bhavishya. Acharya Pujyapad states that that is, time is said to be of three kinds: past, present, and future. In the case of real time, Nishchay Kal, the designation time, Kal Samyak Kal Samyagya, is primary, and the expressions such as past, present, and future are secondary. Whereas in conventional time, Vyavhar Kal, the designations of past, present, and future are primary, and the term time itself is secondary. Acharya Amrit Chandra has also stated, describing the conventional time. Thank you. Vyavhar Kal is being of three divisions. The Adi Purana, it is said that because it is capable of governing the worldly order, the conventional time, Vyavhar Kal, is conceived as having the forms of past, present, and future. While defining these three divisions of time, Acharya Nemi Chandra states that when the total number of perfected souls, Siddha Rashi, is multiplied by the measure of the countable avali, Samyakta avali, the resultant measure represents the extent of the past, Atita or Bhutakal. In reality, during every 6 months and 8 samay, 608 souls attain liberation, moksha, and reach the state of perfection, Siddha Dasha. Therefore, by multiplying the total number of perfected souls, Siddha Rashi, by 6 months and 8 samay, and then dividing by 608, the measure of the past time is obtained. The measure of the present time, Vartaman Kal, is only one Samay, and the measure of the future, Bhavishya Kal, is infinitely greater than the total number of all souls, Jeev Rashi, and all material substances, Pudgal Dravya Rashi. This conventional time, Vyavhar Kal, is transient and perishable. Utpanna Dva- Dvamasi, in relation to the present, and long enduring Dirga Antara Sthai, in relation to the past and the future.
Hmm. So you see the past, present and the future time is again a division of the conventional time only. Okay. So nothing new about it. Now the coming to the main point, the main discussion for this scripture is the ascending and descending cycles of time. Utsarpini, Utsparni is a time when there is all round improvement everywhere. Okay. And Ausarpini is a time cycle where everything is decreasing. Okay. Age is decreasing, everything is decreasing. So we are right now in the fifth era of Ausarpini Kal. Okay. And among the Ausarpini Kal, when infinite Utsarpini and Ausarpini goes away, then there comes a one Hunda Ausarpini. Okay. So we are in the present that Hunda Ausarpini, which is supposed to be a very bad time. Now just imagine our luck, that in the present bad time, we are having access to this scriptures, and because of these scriptures and our interest, we are able to understand it. And just because we are able to understand it, we are living a very fulfilling life, very purposeful life. Okay. Otherwise, in this time, it's very difficult to get into this. Okay. But because of our good luck, we are having access to all this. And if we are able to understand it and comprehend it very perfectly, we will be able to transform the right belief, and our path of liberation will begin. And maybe in the next 2-4 births, we will get liberated. It could be that fast that you can get liberated in the next birth itself. Okay. So although we have been wandering, transmigrating since time immemorial, no beginning, but the end is very near. Okay. Considering the kind of luck that has emerged with all of us, that we have developed an interest to study this kind of scriptures, it indicates that we are going to get liberated very soon. Okay. So maybe for a woman, this is his last paryay, you will never get a woman birth again. Okay. So remain cordial with all the human beings in this universe, because we are going to get liberated. We have nothing against anybody. Okay. The ascending and descending cycles of time. So this is a very interesting discussion. 6 kind of definitions coming up. And when we read through these 6 definitions, we will again discuss about it, the summary of those. So Pratibhaji, you read.
Okay. From the ascending and the descending cycles of time, that's Utsarpani and Avsarpani Kal. According to Jain tradition, the time cycle continuously changes in the forms of ascending and descending. Utsarpani time is the time of ascent where development is observed, while Avsarpani time is a time of decline where there is a continuous decrease in everything. Some classical quotations that clarify the nature of these two are as follow, with almost the same meaning expressed in all with slight variation in wordings. Can I just read the English part?
Yes, English only.
For humans and subhumans, in Utsarpani, everything increases, while in Avsarpani, decreases. In Avsarpani time, the lifespan, height of the body, and prosperity of humans and animals all decrease while they increase in Utsarpani time. Number 2, in which there is a progressive improvement in experience, lifespan, and body, that is Utsarpini, and in which there is decline, that is Avsarpini. Then number 3, in Bharat and Eravat regions, where there is an increase in the experience, lifespan, and measure of humans, that is Utsarpini time, and when there is a decrease, that is Avsarpini time. Then number 4, Utsarpini and Avsarpini are two distinctions of which the characteristics are described, in which the strength, lifespan, and measure of humans progressively increase, that is called Utsarpini, and in which they progressively decrease, that is called Avsarpini. Number 5, when physical strength, prosperity, human body, virtue, knowledge, depth, and patience increase, it is Utsarpini time, and when they decrease, it is Avsarpini time. Number 6, the 5 Bharat and 5 Eravat regions, the height, lifespan, and strength of beings' bodies progressively decrease in Avsarpini and increase in Utsarpini time.
So, 6 definitions just leads us to the conclusion that there is an increase of physical strength, prosperity, lifespan, human body, virtue, knowledge, depth, patience. Okay, when it's increasing, it is Avsarpini. When it is decreasing, then it is Avsarpini time. Okay. Then we come to the next topic, proof of Utsarpini and Avsarpini of Kal, Rekha. So we will read these through directly through the, I am reading only, okay. Let's see. Both times are of 6 types each. We can turn the page, we can go to the next page and see from there, and then we come back to understand what is Sagaropam, okay. So first see. So the first one is about the Avsarpini, okay. So presently we are in Avsarpini, okay. So Shushma, that is, the duration is 4 Koda Kodi Sagar. Yes, this one, 4 Koda Kodi Sagar. So total cycle is 20 Koda Kodi Sagar. So 1/2 of Avsarpini would be 10 Koda Kodi, and then 10 Koda Kodi for Utsarpini. So it will be just a reverse of what Avsarpini is there. So here it begins with Sukshma. Okay. So this is all, first 3 are called Bhog Bhumi here. Okay. Bhog Bhumi means enjoyment realm. So the first one is Sushma 4 Koda Kodi Sagar. Then Sushma only 3 Koda Kodi Sagar. Then Sushma Dushma. Okay. So little bit of good things and little bit of bad things. It's again 2 Koda Kodi Sagar. Then Dushma Sushma. Dushma is predominant. Sushma is subdued. Okay. So that is the 4th era. That is 1 Koda Kodi Sagar less by 42,000 years. So this 42,000 years is used up in the next 2. 5th era, Dushma, 21,000 years. Okay. And the 6th one is Ati Dushma, where there will not be any Jain religion. Okay. That is again 21,000. Then again, Utsarpini, rebirths will happen. Everything is going to improve over a period of time. So it begins with the Ati Dushma, reverse sequence. 21,000, Dushma 21, then Dushma Sushma 1 Koda Kodi Sagar less 42,000 years, then Shushma 2 Koda Kodi, Sushma 3, and Shushma 4 Koda Kodi Sagar. Now, what is this Sagar? Okay, Sagar is also known as Sagaropam, and the definition is very interesting. That is on the previous page. Just, yes, this is Sagaropam. Sagaropam is a Sagar. It's a huge amount duration of time, we cannot explain it absolutely in absolute terms, but there has been given an estimation that how long that one Sagaropam would be. Okay. This is a measure of time which represent a time span greater than all numbers known to humans. Okay, beyond the grasp of human this time, expressed through a metaphor. Okay, 10 Koda Kodi Palyopam is 1 Sagaropam. So this is the first division. 10 Koda Kodi. Koda Kodi is 1 crore into 1 crore is Koda Kodi. Okay. So 10 Koda Kodi Palyopam is 1 Sagaropam. The discussion of 1 Polyopam, not 10 Koda Kodi. Okay. 10 crore into 10 crore. No, not. 1 Polyopam is elaborated in various Agam texts such as Tilloy Panatti, Sarvat Siddhi, Rajvartik, Triloksar, Kartikenu Preksha, etc. It is explained there that a measure of 1 yojan in extension and equally deep pit in the Uttambhog Bhumi, when filled with millions of hairs of a lamb. Okay. So the pit, how big is the tip? It is explained that there is a measure of 1 yojan in extension. Okay. So 1 yojan long and an equally deep 1 yojan deep pit in the Uttam Bogbi when filled with the millions of hairs of a lamb. Okay. Millions of hairs of a lamb of less than 7 days old. Okay. So the lamb should be 7 days old and million hairs of a lamb, extracting 1 hair every 100 years. So 100 years would pass, we would extract 1 hair. Okay. Now that peat is full of this lamb's hair and we are extracting for every 100 years 1 hair. Okay. Now just imagine how long would that be period. When that peat is completely empty, it is considered 1 Vyavhar Palyopam. Countless Vyavhar Palyopam constitute 1 Udarpalli. And countless Udarpalli constitute 1 Adapalli. And 10 Kodakodi Addapalyopam equals to 1 Sagaropam. Such 20 Kodakodi Sagaropam is referred to as 1 Kalpakal. Okay. So 1 cycle of 20 Kodakodi Sagaropam, the half cycle, that is Utsarpini, would be 10, Ausarpini would be 10. So total would be 20 Kodakodi Sagaropam, that is called Kalpakal. Then division we have already seen. Now coming to the last paragraph. Sama refers to a division of time. Sama is samai. Okay. The prefixes su and dur occur respectively in the senses of good and bad. Su is always good, dur is bad. By attaching the prefixes su and dur separately to sama, so that's why the word came susma, dusma, all these have come from here. It is explaining. By attaching the prefix of su and dur separately to sama and by changing s to s according to grammatical rule, the word susma and dusma are formed, meaning good time and bad time respectively. In this way, all 6 divisions of the ascending time cycle, Utsarpini, and the descending time cycle possesses meaningful names. Both the divisions named Utsarpini and Ausarpini revolve with their 6 periods, along with Krishna Paks and Shukla Paks. So every day it is a Krishna Paks, then another 15 days it will be Shukla Paks. What we say, Punam, Punam and what?
Amavasya, sir.
Amavasya, right. Meaning just as the Shukla Paks follows Krishna Paks and Krishna Paks follows Shukla Paks, similarly Ausarpini follows Utsarpini and Utsarpini follows Avsarpini. The concept of time cycle change, like Krishna and Sukla Paks, is also discussed by Ravi Senacharya in the Padma Puran. In the Bharat and Airavat regions, there is mention of the Ranhat Ghatika Nyay regarding the infinite Anantanand Utsarpini and Avsarpini. According to Jain beliefs, the sequence continues indefinitely. The sequence in Kal Chakra, the wheel of time, is explained in the figure below. Okay. So you could see it's the Hindi translation directly taken. But we know now even the names in English are also used Hindi names only. So it will make a much difference. But you could see the Utsarpini and the Avsarpini. Okay. Similar sequence follows. Reverse sequence follows. This we have already studied. Now we move on to the first three periods of Avsarpini, Bhog, Bhumi. Okay. If you want to see these three periods at a glance in one chart, then we have to move to. Okay. So that is coming up discussion. Now this is the first three periods of Avsarpini discussed in general. Okay. In general. So then we will have a specific discussion on each, and at that time we will refer the chart and not read from the text. Okay. But now we will read the text, and then we will discuss the nature of wish fulfilling trees which exist in these first three periods of Avsarpini. Nobody has to work for anything, only just think of it and you will get it. These are the kinds of Kalpa Vruksh. You just imagine and you get it. That's all. So this is a very good time, considered to be a good time. Although there are no Tirthankars over there, religion is also not there, but there are some exceptional cases where you can manifest right belief, and there are three reasons for that. That also we are going to discuss. It's coming, maybe today itself it will come. Okay. Now first we discuss the first three periods of Avsarpini. So Rekha, you read.
Yes, sir. The first three periods of Avsarpini, Bhogabhumi. In the first three periods of Avsarpini, the regions of Bharat and Araval remain as Bhogabhumi. In these periods, there is a predominance of pleasures, which is why they are called Bhogabhumi, where these periods exist. Here, all external materials are obtained from various kinds of kalpavrikshas. All are born as couples, yuglik, and they live together as husband and wife throughout their lives. The woman conceives only when 9 months of the man's lifespan remain, and there is no conception during the remaining lifetime. After the completion of 9 months, the couple, male and female, fall asleep on the earth bed, and upon the birth of the couple, son and daughter, from the womb, they immediately attain death. At the final moment, the man dies from a sneeze and a woman from a yawn. Alternatively, according to the Adi Purana and the Tvarta Shloka Vartika, at the end of life, the man dies from a yawn and woman from a sneeze. In Bhogabhumi, both male and female body dissolves themselves like the cloud of autumn. Alternatively, according to Tattvata Shloka Vartika, their bodies disintegrate like electricity. The beings born here do not experience death from Kadali Bhat or any reduction, apavartana, in their lifespan. Their bodies, despite being made of seven elements, cannot be pierced or cut. Due to the absence of impurity, there is no excretion of urine or feces from their bodies. According to the Adi Purana, those people do not sweat either. Here, there are no diseases in the body. No one is an enemy of anyone. Lions and elephants live together, and the beauty, color, and youth of people do not diminish. Seeing this splendor arising from merit, our mind indeed feels tempted. But, brother, in the absence of self knowledge, lead to wandering in this world characterized by the five paravartanas, cycles of reversal, has taken birth in the pleasure realms. innumerable times in the highest and the middle and the lowest pleasure realms. We have undergone birth and death innumerable times. Even after many occasions of giving alms to Bhavlingi Munis, Bhavlingi monks, this living being, on being born again in the pleasure realm, still remained devoid of samyaktva, right faith. That innumerable times, even though the external life of three palyas of lifespan was full of favorable conditions, it passed only in suffering because it lacked transcendental bliss. All beings in Bhogabhumi are inherently gentle natured, which is why they go to heaven after death. They have no other destination apart from heaven. Here, the deluded human beings, Mithyadrishti, Tiryanch are reborn as Bhavanvasi, Vyantar and Jyotishi Dev, while the right believers, Samyakdrishti humans, Tiryanch are reborn in Sudharma couple. The lives of human and other beings born in these time period are primarily focused on the enjoyment. At this time, nature is so abundant that its inhabitants do not require any form of agriculture, trade, industry, craft, or other activities for their sustenance. Their only task is to consume the material obtained naturally from nature. All these materials are received by them through mere attention from the wish-fulfilling trees Kalpavriksha.
So there were wish fulfilling trees at that point of time, and every desire, every demand of yours was met by them. You just wish and you get it. Okay. So only the couples were born. Okay. And those couples, they live together as husband and wife. Although they were brother and sister, but they live as husband and wife. And when they die, then they give birth to another twins, husband and wife, and then they die. So this way it was continued. And in Bhogbhumi, this both male and female bodies dissolve themselves in the clouds of autumn. Okay. Then their bodies disintegrate like electricity. Okay. The beings born here do not experience death from Kadligat or any reduction in their lifespan. So there is no accident. All live their lifespan and then they peacefully die. Their bodies, despite being made of 7 elements, cannot be pierced or cut. Due to the absence of impurity, there is no excretion of urine or feces from their bodies. Okay. These people do not sweat either. There are no diseases in the body. No one is an enemy of anyone. Lions and elephants live together. And the beauty, color, and youth of people do not diminish. Okay. All this you find very, you know, not very natural, right? The science have not discovered all this, but our scripture says all this. Okay. Seeing this pleasure, splendor arising from merit, our mind indeed feels tempted. But brother, we have been to these places innumerable times. In the circle of transmigration, we have been to all these realms many times. Okay. Even after many occasions of giving alms to Bhavlingi monks, this living being on being born again in the pleasure realm still remain devoid of samyaktva. So what is the cause of getting birth in this pleasure realm? Giving alms to Bhavlingi monks, So that's why we do that. Still remain devoid of samyaktva. Okay. So there innumerable times, even though the external life of 3 palyas of lifespan was full of favorable condition, it passed only in suffering because it lacks transcendental bliss. So all are gentle natured, they go to heaven after death. They have no other destination apart from heaven. Now, this deluded human beings and Tiryanch are reborn as Bhavanvasi, Vyantar and Jositi, while the right believers, humans and Tiryanch is subhuman, okay? So if you want to write, you can write down subhuman. So, but the right believers, humans, Tiryanch are reborn in the Sudharma couple. The livings of human and other beings, the lives of human and other beings born in these time periods are primarily focused on enjoyment. At this time, nature is so abundant that its inhabitants do not require any form of agriculture, trade, industry, craft, or other activities for their sustenance. Their only task is to consume the material obtained naturally from nature. All these materials are received by them through mere intention from the wish fulfilling trees. Now, this wish fulfilling trees of 10 types, okay, and each tree would provide you something. One tree would provide you clothes, other tree would provides you other things. So these are 10 trees that we are going to discuss now. The nature of wish fulfilling trees. Okay. Who is left over? Roshni, you can read.
So just one thing, this Kalpavriksha is
Huh.
also a Pratiharya of Tirthankar. So are they different?
No. Kalpavriksha, no, it is Ashok Vriksha. Pratiharya of Tirthankar is Ashok Vriksha.
Ashok Vriksha, okay.
Not
बट जैसे आरती में जैसे पार्श्वनाथ भगवान की आरती में भी इसे तीर्थंकर इस कल्प वृक्ष नो आप ही कल्प वृक्ष आप कामधेनु
No. He is being referred to as Kalpriks. As in Kalpriks, whatever you wish, you get. So similarly, who prays to you, they get their desires fulfilled. You know, that's a way of attracting people to worship.
Okay.
But it is Ashok Vriks. Kalpa Vriks would be just in the third era only, and then Kulkars will happen, and this Kalpa Vriks will die away. So that's why Adinath Bhagwan has to taught you Asi Masi Krashi to earn your livelihood. You know, you have to earn your livelihood in the fourth era. Okay. So this Kalpa Vriksha is different from what you you have in mind is Ashok Vriksha. The Tirthankars have Art Pratiharya, and among the Art Pratiharya, one is called Ashok Vriksha. Okay. So Roshni, you can read.
Yes. Nature of wish-fulfilling trees, Kalpvriksh, born in the land of enjoyment, receive desired substances from the wish-fulfilling trees. The wise have deemed the term wish-fulfilling trees meaningful because they are capable of granting the desired enjoyments to virtuous souls. In these lands of enjoyment, the couples receive items provided by the wish-fulfilling trees and enjoy various pleasures by creating different bodies through transformation. Highlighting the abundance of their pleasures, Acharya Yati Rishabdev writes, Jugalani Anamta Gunam Bhogam Chakahara Bhoga Lahado. That is, these couples enjoy pleasures with infinite virtues compared to the enjoyments of a Chakravarti. The Chakravarti exists in the realm of karma and has to perform specific actions, while the beings in the land of enjoyment receive all conveniences from the wish-fulfilling trees and obtain the desired materials. However, Acharya Nemichandra writes, Sulahesu vino titi tisem panchashtikaya sesu. That is to say, even the extreme availability of pleasures for the five senses does not give them satisfaction. The point is that the abundance of pleasures is not capable of making this living being happy. Before gathering objects of enjoyment, we too should reflect on whether there is any happiness in pleasures at all. If the conviction arises that there is no happiness in these, then the craving for these pleasures cannot remain without being dispelled. Whatever amount of pleasurable objects we may accumulate at present will still be extremely little in comparison with the pleasure realms. Therefore, we should reflect that even in the pleasure realms, with so many favorable objects, there was no satisfaction. Then how will there be satisfaction now with this small amount? Hence, one should turn one's attention away from pleasurable objects and strive to behold one's own intrinsic nature. All the pleasurable materials enjoyed throughout life are obtained from 10 types of wish-fulfilling trees. Jain scriptures mention 10 categories of these trees, which are as follows: Panang, Turyang, Bhushanang, Vastrang, Bhojanang, Alayang, Dipang, Bhajanang, Malang, and Tejang. The names of these trees are slightly varied in Adipuran as follows: Madhyang, Turyang, Vibhushang, Sragang, Jyotirang, Dipang, Grihang, Bhojanang, Patrang, and Vastrang. All these trees provide fruits according to their respective names. The form of these trees is described in Tilo Ayapanatti, Lok Vibhag, and other texts as follows. Panang. This species of kalpvriksh provides the beings of Bhogbhumi with sweet, tasty, enriched with 6 flavors, excellent, extremely cool, and satisfying and nourishing 32 types of drinks. 2. Turyang. This species of kalpvriksh provides various types of musical instruments, such as excellent vein, skilled pakhwaj, mridang, jhalar, shank, dundubi, bamba, beri, and kahal. Number 3. Bhushanang or Ratnang. This species of kalpvriksh offers various excellent ornaments for men in 16 types and for women in 14 types, including bangles, girdles, necklaces, armlets, manjira, bracelets, earrings, crowns, and tiaras. 4. Vastrang. This species of kalpvriksh provides daily cotton cloth, chinupata, and excellent silk garments, along with various other types of clothing that delight the mind and eyes. Bhojanang. This species of kalpvriksh offers 16 types of food, 16 types of dishes, 14 types of soups, double of 54 types of food items, 363 types of tasty items, and 63 types of distinct flavors. 6. Alayang. This species of kalpvriksh provides 16 types of gem-like and golden beautiful divine buildings, such as swastik and Nandavarta. Dipang. This species of kalpvriksh illuminates the palaces with light similar to burning lamps through branches, corals, fruits, flowers, and sprouts. 8. Bhajanang. This species of kalpvriksh provides plates, trays, pots, jugs, fans, and seats made of gold and various types of gems. Number 9. Malang. This species of kalpvriksh provides various garlands of 16,000 types of flowers produced from vines, trees, and clusters. 10. Tejang or Jyotirang. This species of kalpvriksh embodies the rays of millions of suns of noon, collecting the brilliance of stars, moon, and sun. These kalpvrikshas are not in the form of vegetation, nor do they resemble any living being. Though they take the form of the earth, they are capable of providing the fruits of merit to the beings. Through them, the beings of Bhogbhumi continuously enjoy excellent pleasures and live their lives with great satisfaction. All favorable conditions received by beings in the first, second, and third period of Avsarpini in the Bharat and Airavat regions are obtained through these kalpvriksh. Generally, there is an abundance of enjoyables in all 3 Bhogbhumi, and the predominance of pleasures remains. Yet we shall see the differences in the forms and circumstances of the 3 distinctly.
So you see 10 types of kalpavriksha. So each name spells what it provides. So Panang provides drinks, Turyang instruments, musical instruments, then Bhushanang ornaments, Vastrang clothing, Bhojanang food items, Alyang buildings, Deepang lamps, Bhajanang golds and gems, Malang flowers, and Tejang star, moon, and sun. Okay. So like we have a mall here. So similar is the arrangement over there. So like in a buffet system, there are different counters, you know. So similarly, if you want this, you have to go to that Kalpavriksha. If you want this, you have to go there. Just wish and you will get it. Okay. We should make one movie out of this, you know. There is a movie, I will just share it on the G portal. You know, they have made a movie, very good movie using AR and VR, Kal Chakra. I'm just going to share it today itself, and you could see it. Okay. So these are the 10 Kalpavriksh trees by which all the perishable articles are provided to the people. These are not in the form of vegetation, nor do they resemble any living being. Though they take the form of the earth, they are capable of providing the fruits of merit to the beings. Through there, the beings of Bhog Bhumi, enjoyment realm, continuously enjoy excellent pleasures and live their lives with great satisfaction. So these first 3 periods more or less are having the same kind of facilities, but now we will be discussing it individually, first, second, third, and then the comparison. Now in the first one we will only be discussing, and then second and third you can catch up as homework. We will straightway go to the chart, and see all the 3 comparisons over there. But first one we must read so that you have an idea what kind of it is. Okay. So the first one, the first era of Ausarpini, Sukshma Shushma. Okay. And Maltiji, you can read now. You have got the textbook, Maltiji?
No, sir.
You didn't get.
I
You are
have-
in Jaipur?
Yes.
So it's couriered at Jaipur address. Maybe today you would be receiving it.
I-
And Jia, what about you? Jia, you received?
Yes, I have the textbook.
You don't have received. You have not received it.
Yes, sir, I've got the textbook. I received it yesterday.
Acha, you received yesterday. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So I think only Maltiji and Somya-ji, these two have not received, but I think today you will receive it. Okay. So the first era of Ausar, you can read from the screen, right?
Yeah, I will be able to read it. The first era of Avsarpani, Sushma Sushma. This era is called the era of excellent enjoyment, Uttam Bhog Bhumi. In this era, the conditions of the Bharat and Eravat regions are similar to the eternal realms of enjoyment, known as the Uttar Kuru and Dev Kuru. It should be noted that the change of the 6 eras does not occur in all sections of the Bharat and Eravat regions. This change occurs only in the Arya sections of these regions. The arrangement of the Mlecha Khand will be explained ahead under the heading Regions in which time does not change. The first era is called Sushma Sushma, is said to be of 4 Kodakodi Sagar. In this era, the land is clean and pure, free from dust, smoke, heat, and snow, devoid of hail and pests like scorpions and other insects, like a clear mirror, and is divine, sandy, generating pleasure for the body, mind, and eyes. All around, there are beautiful small grassy meadows filled with 5 colors, soft and fragrant. Lakes, ponds, and rivers are filled with clean, cool water and are devoid of aquatic creatures such as crocodiles. And along the banks of these water bodies, there are natural buildings, palaces, and other residences filled with beds and seats adorned with steps of gems. In this era, creatures such as conch, ants, bedbugs, flies, mosquitoes, and worms are not present. Here, there is no being without mind, asangi, and there is no distinction between master and servant. There are no conflicts, fierce wars. There are no conflicts, fierce wars, jealousy, diseases, etc. Due to the absence of darkness, there is no distinction between day and night. There is no pain of heat and cold. Here, there are no sinful acts like slander, indulging in another's wife, and theft of another's wealth. Should I continue?
Yes.
The wheel of time in the context of Jain philosophy. In this era, the couples born consume food equivalent to the size of a berry on the 4th day. Their body height is 6,000 dhanush, and their lifespan is 3 palya. Both men and women have 256 bones in their backs. For men born here, the term Navasahasra Bhavikrama is used in the world, indicating a strength akin to 9,000 elephants. They have slightly red hands and feet, are filled with the fragrance of fresh champak flowers, endowed with the qualities of gentleness and honesty, are mild in disposition, and are virtuous. Their bodies are equipped with the strength of a diamond bull. Their bodies are equipped with the strength of a diamond bull, are of square shape, and are radiant like the rising sun, free from excrement and urine. Apart from men and women, they have no other family. The men here wearing excellent crowns, are more beautiful than Indra, and the women, adorned with gem-studded earrings and having cheeks like the Apsaras, are extremely beautiful. Even in such eras, endowed with excellent favorable conditions, we have undergone birth and death innumerable times. Yet, without self awareness, we have remained restless. A woman conceives 9 months before the completion of her lifespan. After giving birth to a pair of children, a son and a daughter, she passes away. The child spends 3 days sucking their thumb while sleeping, after which they learn to sit in 3 days. Then they learn to walk unsteadily for the next 3 days and begin to run in the following 3 days. Subsequently, the acquisition of skills and qualities, the youthful stage, and the eligibility for the attainment of right perception occur in 3 day increments. Thus, a person born in an excellent realm of enjoyment becomes capable of attaining right belief within 21 days. While discussing the cause of attaining right belief, Acharya Yatirishab has mentioned 3 reasons: knowledge from previous birth, awakening by the celestial beings, and good teachings from a monk possessing the power of Charan Riddhi. All these individuals are deeply enamored with mutual love, thus, they do not have layman's vrat and sayam. As the first phase named Sushma passes, the body, lifespan, strength, and psychic powers of humans and other beings continue to diminish. Thus, this time completes in the 4 Kodakodi Sagar. In the past, we have spent such eras innumerable times, remaining devoid of transcendental bliss.
So this is the end of the first era of this Ausarpini, Sushma. Okay. So everything was self-explanatory. I did not explain anything. If you have not able to understand anything, you can just point out. But you see the difference between the second and third would be just like 6,000 Dhanush will become, we can see that chart. But before that, we move on to that chart. Let's discuss what are the causes of having right belief. Okay. Because there is no Tirthankar, there is no religion at that point of time over there. But still, there are people who have manifested right belief over there. Now, what could be the cause? So one general cause would be that in their previous birth, they had done the spiritual studies and somehow they could not manifest right belief in that at that period of time. So now with their punya, they have got birth in this realm, and because of their time coming into fruition, they are able to manifest right belief. And what would be the instrumental cause in that? So that has been mentioned here. First is knowledge from previous birth. Jati Smaryan Gyan. You remember of previous birth, you were here and there, and then because of that, you develop the right belief. So knowledge from previous birth is the first reason. The second is awakening by the celestial beings. Okay. So the celestial beings also come from heaven, and they also be instrumental cause in manifesting right belief. And the third is good teachings from a monk possessing the power of Charan Riddhi. Now, Charan Riddhi is a special power, that a monk develops by virtue of its meditation. When they sit for meditation, different kinds of knowledge tricks they develop. Even they are not aware that I'm having this skill, but they do develop. So this Charan Riddhi Dhari Muniraj, they come over there because they can walk in the sky, So they come over there, and through their teachings, somebody can develop right belief. Okay. So now we will see the chart. So we will be able to understand
So,
the,
but this is the first Kal, according
that,
to the Kal Chakra. तो
yeah.
इससे पहले का knowledge कहाँ से आएगा सर?
उसके
This is
पहले
the
का फिर
first
वही काल they keep on cycles keep on repeating, no? So now this is we are discussing Ausarpini Kal, deteriorating time. Okay.
Kal.
So
Okay, so उससे
once
पहले
this
उत्सर्पणी रहा होगा.
हाँ उत्सर्पणी रहा होगा, जस्ट लाइक कृष्ण और शुक्ल पक्ष होते हैं ना, सो सेम वे उत्सर्पणी के बाद उत्सर्पणी, उत्सर्पणी के बाद अवसर्पणी, इट कीप्स ऑन गोइंग ऑन लाइक दैट. Okay. So 3 reasons for attainment of right belief. Okay. So right belief is very rare, and if somebody develops right belief, then these 3 could be the causes. Okay. So before that we will come to this chart, okay, and we will understand this chart. Just because it's a decreasing time, everything is diminishing. So you could see Bhumi Rachna land formation, okay.
So I
Uttam
have a doubt.
Bhog. So what is the name of the land in the Sushma? It is called Uttam, supreme, okay. Then medium, Sushma is medium, and Sushma Dushma is Jaganya, the lowest part, okay. So higher, medium and lowest. Then Kal Praman, 4 Kota Koti Sagar, 3 Kota Koti Sagar and 2 Kota Koti Sagar. Koda Kodi it is, but it is written 2 Koti Koti. I don't know. Then Utkrusht Ayu, highest lifespan, 3 Palyopam. We just saw Palyopam, hairs of lamb, one hair you are taking out every 100 years, and that peat is so big, you know, it's a long period. So the highest lifespan is 3 Palyopam. Then Sushma it is 2 and then 1. Then Jaganya Ayu, smallest, lowest lifespan, 2 Palyopam, 1 Palyopam and 1 Koti Purva plus 1 Samay. Then Utkrusht Uchai, highest height, 3 Kosh, 2 Kosh, 1 Kosh. Jaganya Uchai, 2 Kosh, 1 Kosh, 500 Dhanush. So Adinath Bhagwan was having 500 Dhanush because he was born at the end of the 3rd era, just because it is a Hunda Ausarpini. Okay. Otherwise, all Tirthakars do born in the 4th era only. But just this was as a Hunda Ausarpini. So Adinath was born at the end of the 3rd era. And so his height was 500 Dhanush. Then we have Prastha backbones, 256. Then it came to half, 128. Then again half, 64. Then Ahar Praman, Bera equivalent, Baheda equivalent, and Amla equivalent. So Amla we all know, Bera and Baheda we would not know. I even don't know. But Amla we know, so it's very small one. Ahar Antral, how many intervals between
What is
foods?
this Amla equivalent? I don't know.
आमला तो मिलता है ना, वो खट्टा खट्टा होता है,
Oh,
तुरा,
अच्छा, अच्छा. Okay.
small
Bear
green
also.
Right, I
Bear,
got
bear
it.
is also smaller than Amla. Bear is half the size of
Yeah,
Amla.
yeah. Yes, yes.
अच्छा, bear is half the size of amla,
Oh,
okay.
अच्छा.
Then
And
baheda would be
so it will
greater
be Hadbed Amla, it could be, no, sir?
hmm?
Hadbed Amla. We have these things, na? We use it in, what do you call, Hadbed Amla. Yeah.
हाँ 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 हाँ, वो सुखा के होता है, सुखा के,
Ah, yes, yes.
okay. Then ahar, but now in the winter season you get fresh amlas also, and
Yeah.
those are very good for health, you know. It increases your appetite, hemoglobin, many advantages of them.
Full of vitamin C. And
Yes, yeah,
yeah.
vitamin C.
So when you have this every day now, then the tendency of falling sick is less. That is what is told.
Then ahar in duration would be after every 3 days, 2 days and 1 day. Then body color, Surya Prabha, sun radiance, full moon radiance, Purna Chandra Prabha. Then Priyangu Prabha, it would be brownish fruit. Okay, fal, okay. Priyangu fal, so brownish fruit. So this is the color of the body. Then Samyaktva Patrata. Patrata means eligibility. Okay. Eligibility for right faith. 21 days. After 21 days, somebody born in that period, after 21 days, they are eligible to develop right belief. Okay. Then in the second one is 35 days and the third one is 49 days. In all the 3 periods of the enjoyment realm, just as humans engage in playful activities with the fruits of the wish-fulfilling trees, satisfied pairs of animals also play lovingly. At that time, pairs of lions, pairs of elephants, pairs of camels, pairs of pigs, and pairs of tigers moving slowly due to intoxication engage in play. Pairs of cows, horses, and buffaloes, which have a lifespan equal to that of humans, also play excessively according to their desires. So all have funs all the time, you know. The animals like tigers and other that dwell there, as well as crows and other birds, enjoy the sweet fruits of the wish fulfilling trees. Even they enjoy, you know, without consuming meat. They are all vegetarians. Just like humans, the animals have also have their own enjoyment of fruits, tubers, grass, and sprouts according to their capabilities. In these periods, men call women Arya and women call men Arya. Arya and Arya are common names for men and women in the enjoyment realm. At that time, there is only one superior class. There are no four varnas like Brahmins, nor are there six occupations like Asimasi Krasi, like using arms or teachings, etc. There is no relationship of servant and master, nor there any disguised beings. The beings that remain neutral in all matters, the beings there remain neutral in all matters. There are neither friends nor enemies. They are all naturally mild passioned, बहुत मंद कषाय. Thus, it can be said that the period of the enjoyment realm is the best period where living beings receive all kinds of favorable conditions. But it is a well-known saying that every day is not the same, meaning that not all days remain alike. The period of the enjoyment realm does not remain the same in the Bharat and Airavat regions. Everything changes over time. The period of the enjoyment realm progresses from excellent to mediocre and then to inferior, moving towards its conclusion. In this, nearly 9 Koda Kodi Sagar of time pass by. Less 42,000, of course. No. So that 42,000 less would be in the fourth era. Okay. So this is 3 era. Okay. Towards the end of the third period, the fruit bearing capacity of the wish fulfilling trees begins to diminish gradually. Now a change of era is to take place. The enjoyment realm will end and the realm of karma will begin. During this transitional period, significant natural changes begin to occur in creation. And to alleviate the problems of the fearful populace, distinguished, virtuous, great beings are born according to the ancestral tradition, which are known in Jain tradition as Kulkar. Okay. So, significant natural changes happening and people become fearful. To solve their problems, these Kulkars are born, and each Kulkar during his time has performed certain functions. Okay, so there are in all 14 Kulkars, and Nabi Rai was the last of the Kulkars, 14th Kulkar, and from him only uh, Tirthankar Adinath was born. Okay. So we will discuss this Kulkar system. So let's read it, and tomorrow we can just connect to the chart and understand the 14 Kulkars, you know, each problems, what were the problems and what are the solutions that they offered. Okay. So we have still 10 minutes to go. So we will read this Kulkar system. And so Jia, you read.
Yes, sir. From when?
On the screen, what you can see?
Yeah. Should I start from when, the third card?
No.
Okay,
In the
Kulkar.
final stage. Kulkar system. From Kulkar
Okay,
system.
as Kulkar in Jain texts, and the term Manu is found in Hindu scriptures for them.
No.
No.
Kulkar system, you can see on the screen.
Page
Page
20.
24.
Page 24, last part. You have the
In the
physical book, right?
enjoyment realm.
It's on the
I'm
screen.
not able to, which part of the screen? I'm
It's
confused.
here, it's here. In the
Okay, in
final
the final
stage.
stage. Oh, I think it got zoomed in, sorry. Yeah. Kulkar system. In the final stage of the enjoyment realm, significant transformative natural and biological changes occur in the Arya regions of Bharat and Airavat. Unaware and fearful of these changes, some great beings are born at the end of the third period in the Bharat and Airavat regions to guide humanity to adapt to these changes. They are primarily referred to as Kulkar in Jain texts, and the term Manu is found in Hindu scriptures for them. Jain Agams state that at the end of the third Kal, when the eighth part of the period remains, then 14 Kulkars are born in succession. When the third Kal, called Sushma Dushma, is about to end and the eighth part of the period remains, and the wish fulfilling tree also starts to decrease sequentially, then in the southern direction of this Bharat region, between the Ganges and Indus rivers in Aryakhand, 14 Kulkars were born. These Kulkars were called so because they contemplated the means of life for the populace, that is, by knowing and creating the clans of Manu and Aryaman. They established many lineages, hence they were called Kuldhar for upholding the clans and were also referred to as Yugadi Purush because they existed at the beginning of the era. Acharya Yativrisha states they are known in the world by the name Kuldhar for upholding the clans and by the name Kulkar for being skilled in creating clans. He explains the significance of their Manu designation by saying they guide the beings of the material world with the Avdhi Gyan, Divya Drishti, and recollection of past lives, Jati Smaran. Hence, they are called Manu by the Munindras. In the commentary of the Sthanang Sutra, Acharya Abhaydev wrote that a person endowed with excellent intelligence who manages the arrangements of plants is called a Kulkar. The names of the 14 Kulkas, according to Triloksar and Adi Puran, are Pratishruti Sanmati, Shemanankar, Simankar, Simandhar, Vimal Vahan, Chakshum, uh, Takshushman, Yashasvi, Abhichandra, Chandrabha, Marudev, Prasanjit, and Nibharay. According to Triloksar and
Nabi Rai. Okay, last one is
Nabirai.
Nabi Rai, from whom
Okay.
Rishabh was born.
Okay. According to Triloksar and Jambudvip Pragya Sutra, Nabirai's son Rishabdev is mentioned as the 15th Kulkar. Lokvibhag and Adipuran also accept Rishabdev, the son of Nabirai, and his son Bharat as the 15th and 16th Kulkars respectively. The term Manu is also used in Adipuran for all these Kulkars. All these Kulkars were high-born great men, noble lineage in the Vidya regions in previous births. They completed their lifespan there, and before attaining Samyak Darshan, they were born in the Bharat region in the third Kal. Many of the Kulkars had memories of previous birth, and many were holders of Avdi Gyan. Thus, they used to solve the problems of the populace with their specific knowledge. In the Bhog Bhumi, the light of Kalpavriksha was always present. Hence, the sun and moon were not visible. Now, with the end of Kalpavriksha, they began to appear, causing great fear among the people. In the Bhog Bhumi, as soon as a son or a daughter was born, the parents would die and they could not see the faces of their children. Now they began to fear upon seeing their children's faces. Many such problems were solved through the Kulkas. At that time, if the offender was merely told Ha, meaning what have you done, this single word itself served as a punishment. A greater form of punishment later came to be the Makara penalty, in which the offender was told Ma in addition to Ha. Ma meant do not do this again. Do not do this again. The greatest punishment was Dhik, meaning you are reproached. In this way, during the era of the Kulkas, these three policies, Hakar, Makar, and reproach. Hamadik. Hamadik were practiced as forms of punishment. As time continued to pass, the inner dispositions of humans kept changing, and increasingly severe systems of punishment were instituted. The various problem circumstances faced by the sons of one who came from a Kul tradition and the specific solutions provided through their teachings are elaborately described in 83 verses in Tiloy Panati, in 46 shloks in Harivansh Puran, and in approximately 100 shloks in Adi Puran. Here, an attempt is made to present the entire subject matter in a concise chart.
So this chart we will be discussing tomorrow straightway, and then we will move on to the further discussion. So chart we can left over, but 3 paragraphs are there that you can finish in the next page. The land where activities like, yeah.
Yeah. The land where activities like agriculture, education, craftsmanship, commerce, etc. are predominant is called karma bhumi. The three
Divisions of
The three
Dushma.
divisions of Dusham are referred to as karma bhumi due to the predominance of agriculture and other 6 activities. According to Jain tradition, the initial founder of the karma bhumi system in the current half cycle was King Rishabdev. He was the first to teach the 6 activities for livelihood to the people of India. The last Kulkarn, Nabhirai, and the first Tirthankar, Rishabdev, along with his son, the first Chakravarti Emperor Bharat, were also born and attained Nirvana in the third period, known as Sushma Dushma. Although the third period is the period of Bhumi, the beginning of Karma Bhumi had already started in the final stages of this period.
Stop. So this is the end of the third era. Now we will be discussing the fourth era from tomorrow onwards, and before that we will see what the 14 Kulkars have, what were the problems at that point of time and the solution these Kulkars offered. Okay. So just because they offered the solution, so they are called Kulkar. Kul means the clan and the Kar means they worked for them. So they did these solutions and they were like this. All this looks very imaginary, but it is a fact. Okay, it has all been said in the Divya Dvani of the Tirthankars, and from there the scriptures have come, evolved. So each and every detail is absolutely perfect, but the science have never been able to discover all these things. Okay. So the
this
time,
means the Karam started only in the third period. Before that, there was no Karam theory at all.
fourth period.
Fourth period.
Technically fourth period, Karma Bhumi. Okay.
Starting.
Before that, it was Bhog Bhumi. Okay. So for Karma Bhumi, you have to work. So that's why this Asi, Masi, Krushi, all the 6 types of means of doing business and all has come up. Agriculture, education, craftsmanship, commerce, and I think two more were there. So all this started from the 4th para, which is the beginning of the Karma Bhumi, and where there are always 24 Tirthankars. But since this is the Handa Asprini, Adinath Bhagwan was born in the 3rd era. Okay. So this we will discuss tomorrow. Then we will discuss this 63 Chalaka Purush, then Chakravarti, Baldev, Narayan, Tirthankar, Kalki, Upkalki, final Kalki. Okay. Then Hunda Asuna period. The specialities of Hunda Asuna period. And if you read that, you will come to know that how lucky we would have been. We are lucky, how lucky we are that we have got access to this kind of scriptures. Okay. So tomorrow we will finish this scripture, and then 2 weeks you will have holiday. Tomorrow I'll be releasing the LCPA also, and this one I'm going to release today itself. Both the homework I will release today so that you get 21 days closing date becomes 1, and you will have 14 days holiday also. So you can finish this homework by that time. Okay. So when we are back for the post this 15 days, we will start with Anekant Syadvad and then Saptabhangi. So 2 class for Anekansiyadvad and 2 class for Saptabhangi. This is how we are going to finish our syllabus in this SEM. Okay. And then you have only SEM CC3 to finish. Okay. So that you, and you already have one assignment undergoing CC2, I think, right? Krambat Paryay. You are all trying, no? Or you have all
Yes, sir.
forgotten? So just submit before the time, okay? Don't wait for the last day. Okay. So we meet again tomorrow, special class. निज निधि निज में बताई, यह अनंत उपकार है, उसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना सत बार है, उसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना सत बार है. 9 times नमोकार मंत्र.